Welcome to my channel. I'm going to talk about in this video for Oracle Cloud Receipts in Oracle Receivables. How to set up and make the transactions for the receipts in Oracle Receivables. What is our agenda here? I will talk about for the overview of the receipt class, how to define the receipt class. The same for the receipt method, how to define the receipt method. How to enter manual standard receipt. How to enter the miscellaneous receipts and what is the setup required. How to apply standard receipts. How to review and update unapplied receipts. Ability to apply cross-currency receipts in a different currency. Apply receipts to receipts. It's known as payment netting. How to make a reverse by standard way as a standard reverse receipts. How to reverse receipts by the other way, debit memo reversal. How to receipts write-off. How to set up also the receipt write-off. How to make a manual remittance batch for the receipts. How to also make the remittance batch but automatically. So before going to the applications, as you know now in Oracle Cloud, before do any of these things like setup or make the transactions, there is job role must assign to your user. For any setup, the implementation consultant's application role must assign to your users. For account receivables to make transactions, as you see, account receivable manager, account receivable specialist for all of the transactions. So let's start by receipt methods and class in Oracle Cloud. Let's get into the application. Let's navigate to setup and maintenance. Select offering financials, go to receivables, search by receipt method. Here is the receipt method and class. I can search by any existing one, or you can define a new one. Let me check this one. As you know, the receipt class in Oracle Receivables helps in receipt processing steps, either receipt confirmation, receipt remittance, and receipt reconciliation. The receipt method assigned to receipt class helps in determining the accounting for receipts in Oracle Receivables. Each create receipts class should have the following defined: the receipt creation method, either manual or automatic. What is the receipt remittance? Is it standard factoring, standard and factoring, no remittance? What is the clearance method also? It will be by matching or no clearance. After that, you go to the receipt class to assign the bank account and assign to the business class business unit here, and what is the bank, what is the account, what is the branch, currency, effective start date and end date. So as you see here, the existing one check. Creation method is manual, no automatic creations. Remittance method as a standard. After you create the receipts, the first status will be confirmations. After you make the remittance, either manually or automatically, remittance batch, it will be changed from confirmed to remittance. Then you can make a clear or make a reconciliation between the receipts and the bank statement to change it from remitted to cleared. Clearance methods by matching, as I said before, matching between receipts and the bank statement, or manual reconciliation, or automatic reconciliations. Here's the receipt methods I define here it's defined the same name. Here the remittance bank account, you can assign, for example, what is the business unit, what is the bank, what is the account. Here the business unit, bank branch account, clearing date as optional, minimum receipts amount. You can also put a minimum receipt amount for this specific receipt method. Effective start date, end date. What is the GL account for your bank? As you know, you can assign a lot of banks for the same receipt method with the same currency or different currency. You can also here have one primary bank account with one currency. The other you can click on as override bank. Click cancel. So this is how to create a receipt class and receipt method as an overview of the receipt class and receipt method. If you need to create a new one, for example, here what is the name, for example, enter. What is the creation methods? As I said before, there is manual creation method, there is automatic, there is bills, receivables, and bills, receivables, remittance. What is the remittance methods here? Is it standard? Standard means a remittance account used for automatic receipts with the receipt class. For the factoring account used for automatic receipts with also the receipt class. Standard and factoring allows to select remittance account or factoring account regardless of the batch remittance methods. No remittance means if you don't require receipts assigned to the receipt class to be remitted. This is the types of the remittance methods. Clearance, is it by matching or automatic clearing, or directly once you make the receipts it will be cleared directly. Then you go to define the name and the printed name, effective start and end date. Here debit memo reversal receipt numbers, to assign the receipt numbers to the debit memo reversal, because there are two types of reverse the receipts, standard and debit memo reversal. And here for the debit memo reversal, then you assign to the remittance bank account, what is the business unit, bank, branch, account, cash account, clearing account, remittance account, unearned revenue for account, and also effective start date and end date. Let me cancel. So this is overview of the receipt class and receipt method. The same in Oracle eBusiness. No differences between eBusiness and Fusion. Now let me try to enter a manual receipt. I will duplicate from here. Go to receivables. As you know here, the billing for the transactions, for account receivable for the receipts. I will click account receivables, tasks. Here you can create receipts. You can create receipts in a spreadsheet also. You can create automatic receipts. You can create remittance also in a spreadsheet. Manage receipts for the existing receipts. You can manage logbox transmission and logbox transmission history. I will make a different video for the logbox. Here how to create receipt remittance batch, how to manage for the existing receipt remittance batches, how to correct fund transfer error, manage credit memo applications to apply credit memo to the transactions. Here is a bill receivables. Here how to manage the existing customers, how to define also. Here how to review customer account details. I already made before one video for how to review customer account details. How to manage late charges batches. Accounting for the closing period, create accounting, adjustment journal. How to manage period to open and close. Here customer and supplier balance. So before create the receipts, you have to define the customers. I also defined the customers in the previous video. How to define the receipt method, receipt class, define your bank account, bank branches, set up the system options of the receivables, legal entity, operating unit, periods. All of these things must be set up before you make the receipts. Now I'm going to check first the accounting period of the receivables. Let me navigate to manage accounting period. Here, as you see, my ledger date, September, and here is a future interval. Let me open. This September, the status is future. I selected and open period. Now the process submitted. I will click OK, done. I will also go to GL to check the September the current is open or not open. General accounting, period close. The same period here, September, for the account receivable is open. Here, costing project is still not open. So I am going to go back to the receivables. Account receivables. Let's create receipts. Here, what is the receipt type? As you know, there are two types, either standard or miscellaneous. Standard means you will assign it to the customers. There are transactions you are going to assign to it. Miscellaneous, no, it's between the activity, receivable activity, like a revenue account and the bank. The first, I will start by standard. What is the business unit? This is my business unit. Here, as a status, first is a new. What is the receipt method? Once you define your receipt method, you can come here and select it. What is the receipt number? I will put 10. The currency, what is the entered amount? 2000, for example. What is the tax rate code and the receivable specialist? This for the receivable, for the miscellaneous receivable activity. For the receivable activity, you can assign the tax rate and the code. Here, the receipt date and the accounting date, maturity date for this receipt, it will be in future or currently. The receipt date for the receivable date, accounting date for the GL date. Sometimes this date is not like this date. It means it will be affected in GL for this accounting date. If you have any attachment, what is the comment? What is the receivable specialist person? You can assign it here. Remittance bank, because once I select the receipt class, receipt method, I select also the bank account. As you see here, it will show you the receipt and the bank. It will populate automatic here, depends on your selection here. What is your customers? Are you going to assign it to customer or not? Because the same status in Oracle eBusiness, unidentified means there is no any customer assigned to it. Unapplied is still not applied. On account means is on account and like a prepayment. So I will select the customer 1. Sites. You can assign the bank details for these customers. Once you make this, you can submit and create another. You can submit and apply manually and auto apply now. For the process of auto apply the receipts to the transactions, let me try to submit. Number of 10. Okay. Search it again to check the status. Our receipt. Now the status is confirmed because if you remember we defined this check with by matching and the remittance type is standard, not no remittance. So the first is confirmed. Here what is the status? Total applied amount 0, on account 0, unapplied amount 2000. So let me start by how to apply these receipts. Apply, you go to down, go to application. You can add open receivables to select all of the current open transactions for these customers. Go to down, search. All of these transactions you can apply to it. I will select one of these, add, done. So I applied amount 2000 of this 8 amount due now is 8,000, before it the total of 10,000, and here account amount is 2000, total applied amount is 2000. There is no unapplied amount remaining. So this is the first way how to straightforward way to apply the transaction to the receipts. After that you can save and create accounting, either draft or post to GL. Once you post it to the GL, accounting is done. Now it's confirmed and you cannot do any update else you can only to make a reverse or view accounting. And here the applications. In case of you need to unapply, again you search by the receipt number and come here, select if there are a lot of transactions, you can select the proper one and you will make unapply application. Let me try again to unapply. Here, unapply. What is the date for the unapply account? This. Okay. Must be also in open status. Now, accounted amount this and the unapplied amount again is 2000. So this how to enter manual receipts, how to apply also standard receipts, how to review and update unapplied receipts. Now you can, another way to apply it, to keep it on account. On account means like a prepayment, but the prepayment, there is another setup for the prepayment on Oracle Cloud Receivables. But in case of you need to segregate between the accounts, once you see these accounts in GL, for example, trial balance or account details, you need to know how many receipts is still on account. So in this case, you will make a different account for the on account and a different account for unapplied, for unidentified, and so on. So how to make this, apply these receipts to be on account? The same way, you go to application, but instead of press on any of these, you will go to actions here, more, and create on account applications. So how to apply or keep these receipts on account amount from actions, more, create on account application. Let me try it. Here, what is the application? Amount, maybe you make full amount, half of amount, any of the percentage of the amount, application date and accounting date, GL date and receivable date. I will keep full amount or I will make 1000. Okay. So here the applied amount for the on account is 1000. Let me save. Here on account amount is 1000 and applied amount is 1000. I can come again here to make Add open receivables to apply the remaining unapplied amount, search. Put your customers, everything, search. Again, your transaction, I will select the first one, add, and done. I will take 1000 only, and the amount due will be, the remaining amount due will be 9000. So save. Here, the counted amount 2000, total applied amount 1000, on account is 1000, unapplied amount is 0. I can post to ledger or account in draft. This is up to you. Now counting has been completed. You can view or press OK. So let me go to our agenda. Overview receipt class, receipt method, enter manual receipt, apply, review and update unapplied receipts. What else is there? Also, I can mention here on account receipts. Also, now you got what is the meaning of an account, how to apply it to an on account, unapplied amount. Here the status is confirmed. Let me try now to go to the remittance. As you saw, or as you know, in general business, once you received the receipts from the customers, the next steps you arrive or you go to the bank by these receipts. Once you put these receipts in the bank, the status must be changed from confirmed to remitted. Remitted means this receipt is ready to reconciled by, for example, the end of the counting period, the end of the month, the end of the weeks. So once you take these receipts to the bank, you have to change the status of these receipts in the applications from confirmed to remitted. So in this case, the system will close the confirmed account and open a remitted account. Once you cleared it from cash management, the system will close the remitted account and open the bank account as a debit or credit, depends on the standard receipts or miscellaneous receipts. Because in miscellaneous receipts, you can make a negative amount, positive amount, and so on. So remittance here, you can make the remittance or the change status of the receipts from confirmed to remittance by two ways: manual remittance or automatic remittance. Let me start now by make a manual remittance batch. So this is number 10, for example, save and close. I already posted to GL, save and close. Done. Go to tasks. Here, create remittance receipt batch. System will ask you what is a business unit, the same business unit. Remittance currency, what is the date? You can select either period date or today date. What is the receipt class, receipt method? Let me check, because our receipts in check. Here, what is the receipt class with the bank? Sorry, receipt method with the bank. Here, our bank. You can save. You can add the receipts. Search. Here you can put receipt method. The same our receipt method. Check. Search. This is our receipt number 10. Apply. Done. You can select another one or no. This is our receipt. Go up, save. Here, approve as a confirm in Oracle Business. It will tell you the receipt remittance batch has been submitted to approve. The remittance batch with request ID, this request ID, go to tools and schedule process. Go to down, tools, schedule process. Search, think, create receipt remittance batch succeed, and here creation. Let's check the output as a PDF or HTML. You can go to down for the output, click on publish. You can select the format, for example HTML. Here there is one 2000 for these receipts is now remitted. Again, come back to the receipts, search by our receipt number 10. The status changed from confirmed to remitted. So click here. Status became remitted. You can again post to Ledger. Why? Because the status changed from confirmed to remitted. It means the confirmed account is now closed and the remitted account is opened. You can again to post to Ledger, and once it has been completed, you can view accounting, and you will find confirmed cash is closed and remitted is opened. Once you make a clear means reconciliations, this remitted will be credit and the bank account will be debit. In case of the receipt in positive amount, but in negative, everything here for the debit will be in credit and whatever in credit will be in debit. So let's go to our agenda here, how to make a remittance batch manually. Now how to create another receipt and how to make a receipt batch automatically. Come back, save and close. Done. Create another receipt. Select your business unit, receipt method. The same, I will select check. Receipt number 20, 5,000. What is the customer? The site. I will not apply it, I just submit it. Okay, search to check the status and post to GL. This is our receipt. The status is confirmed, 5,000, still unapplied. I can post to Ledger. Here, counting has been completed, status is confirmed. How to make automatic remittance? You just go to monitor process, submit or schedule a new process. There is one name, process name is receipt remittance. Create receipt remittance. I just press tab and the system will populate it. This is one. Create receipt remittance batch. Okay. Okay. System will ask you some parameters here. What is the business unit? Our business unit. Remittance batch date, accounting date, today, currency, what is the receipt class and receipt methods, the same, check, receipt methods to select the bank, and this is our receipt method, here, remittance bank branch, This our bank branch, bank account, minimum remittance and maximum. In some cases, if you have 20 receipts, 10 in positive and 10 in negative, and you need to make a two remittance batch. Remittance for the positive receipts amount and another batch remittance for the negative amount. So for the positive, you have to put here, for example, 0 and maximum 99999. For the negative, you will put minus 9999 and here put 0. So this is the benefits of the minimum remittance and the maximum remittance in case of you have some receipts in negative, some receipts in positive. I will not put anything. After I selected the receipt method class and branch and bank, I select submit. The system will collect all of the receipts, whatever matching with these parameters selections, and create the batch for them. You can click refresh to check the status. Here is running and paused. Succeeded and completed. So again, the receipt number here still confirmed. So click done, go to manage, receipt remittance batches, search by business unit, go to remittance bank, our bank, click branch also to go to the specific our receipt, search by 10 this one, complete creation 1529. Here go to down here, our receipt number still not approved. Again, you can create approve, or during run the create remittance batch you can put the parameters for approve is yes instead of no. In case of you need to create it, you can come here and create. Instead of approve it manually, you can select the parameter here as yes. I will show you now. This one, you can select it yes. So no need after that to go to the manage batch remittance and approve it. So now once you approve it, the status of our receipt number 20 must be changed. Now change it from confirmed to remitted. So this is how to make the remittance batch automatic and manually finished. What is remaining here? Miscellaneous receipts. For the miscellaneous receipts, you have to define first receivable activity. I will go to setup and maintenance, done, okay, go to home, go to setup and maintenance, receivables. It will give you manage receivable activities. I will select or search by any existing one. Search. There is one adjustment and write off. I think there is one miscellaneous receipt. For the miscellaneous receipts like in Oracle e-business, what is the business unit? What is the name? I selected miscellaneous receipt. What is the activity type? Miscellaneous cash, because there are a lot of activity type like receipt write-off, adjustment, and miscellaneous cash. Miscellaneous cash means it can be using in the miscellaneous receipts. Is it active or inactive? What is regarding the GL account activity? What about the tax rate activity? Is there any tax or also asset tax liability and liability tax rate? This is how to make the receivable activity. So before you create a miscellaneous receipt, you have to create a receivable activity as miscellaneous cash. Come back to receipts, create receipts. First step, you have to change it from standard to miscellaneous. Once you change it, the customer data will be moved or hidden. Click. So no customer data, because as I said, this is between the GL activity, whatever you assigned it to this miscellaneous or receivable activity, and the bank. And continue the receipt methods, number, business unit. I will select the same. Receipt number, miscellaneous 1, our receivable activity, MR. What is the amount? Here you can put negative or positive, up to you. I will put negative, put it 800. Here tax rate code, accounting date. Here remittance bank, no customers, because even this account will be debit and the bank is credit, or vice versa, depends on the entered amount. So this is miscellaneous 1. Take it, copy, save. Has been created. Okay, I can come to post to ledgers, view accounting, miscellaneous and tax in debit side, because this in negative, and the confirmed cash in credit. Once you make remitted and cleared, the bank will appear here. In case of the amount here is positive, this will be shifted to credit and this will be shifted to debit. Done. So this is how to create miscellaneous receipts, how to create receivable activity for the miscellaneous receipt. So this is done. Let me now standard reverse. Starts by reversal method. How to reverse receipts? To reverse receipts, if there are any applications, you have to unapply it first from the transactions, anything. Then you can come here and make reverse. Let me select any other one. Customer name, customer 1, select 1, 2, 3, 4. You can come here and click action reverse. The reverse, there are two types of reversal. Standard reversal and the debit memo reversal. Without select this debit memo reversal, it will be standard reversal. Standard reversal, when you create this type of reversal, receivables automatically create reversal journal entries for your general ledger and reopen all of the debit and credit items that were closed with the original receipts. This is the standard reversal. For the debit memo reversal, once you select this checkbox, when you create this type of reversal, receivables doesn't update any of the receipt activity associated with the original receipt. The new debit memo reversal is actually a new receivables that replaces the item closed by the original receipt And receivables requires that you create a debit memo reversal. If you are reversing a receipt that you previously applied to a chargeback, or the chargeback or adjustment was posted to your general ledger. Attention, you cannot create a debit memo reversal for a miscellaneous or non-invoice related receipts. So this is the difference between the standard reversal and the debit memo reversal. Now let's start by the standard reversal. What is the date for the reverse? What is the category? Non-sufficient fund. Comment. What is the reasons? I can select the same. Here, reverse. So this is the standard reverse. Here the status changed to reversed. After that you can post to ledger. Okay, now how to make a standard reversal as a debit memo reversal? Search again by our customer, select any of these receipts to this one. Here I will go to select, check if there are any applications. There are a lot of applications here. There is no applications because here is still unapplied, the same. Again, go to reverse. What is the category? I will reverse payment, or resubmit check, wrong customers. Here I will select my debit memo reversal. Here the type will be debit memo as a transaction type. What is the distribution for this debit memo will be? I will select any random account, reverse. As we said, it will be still confirming or keep on the latest status without changing to. Go to transactions to search by the debit memo, billing, select our customer. Let me try to 51. Done. Again search by customer. Transaction date by today. Search. There are our receipts, if you remember, is 1,100, and this is the debit memo reversal of this receipt. Alright, so here debit memo receipt reversal for our payment. So this is the debit memo reversal way. The system will create a debit memo and you can come here to post to ledger or account in draft or credit or submit the spot, or you can do any of these actions. So this is how to make debit memo reversal. Now how to apply receipt to receipt. Apply receipt to receipts for the payment netting. For example, if you have two receipts and you need to combine it in one receipt, so in this case you will apply the two receipts. So go to applications, account receivables, search by receipt number, for example 1020. This is our 20. Is it remitted and unapplied amount? How to apply receipt to receipts, and this is a new feature in Oracle Cloud Receivables. Go to down, go to applications, actions, more, apply receipt to receipt. Apply it. System will ask you what is the customer name, the same. Amount greater than or less than, up to you. What is the receipt date, accounting date? I will search. Here all of the receipts. There is one on account, on applied. I will select, for example, this 1000. Okay, add. Okay. Now the unapplied changed from 5000, before 5000. I applied 1000 more, so it became 6000. You can save. Here the accounting has been completed, the other one is wrong. Okay, now this is how to apply receipt to receipts. Like a payment netting between 2 or 3 or 4 receipts for the same customers. How to apply receipt to receipts. Now let's make receipt write-off. Before show you how to make a receipt write-off, what is a receipt write-off? Receipt write-off is a receipt activity that cancels a small unapplied amount remaining on a receipt which your organization considers to be immaterial. There are two methods available to create these receipt methods. Either manual, a write-off is created from the account receivables work area, or automatic. A write-off would be automatically created by running the Create Automatic Receipts Write-Off program. It would look at the approval limit that are assigned to the users of running the process. So this is the receipt write-off, but in my session here I'm going to make a receipt write-off manually. But before that, what is the setup required? Setup required: first, the approval limit must be assigned to the users who are going to make a receipt write-off. The second is the receivable activity. You have to define a receivable activity for the write-off. And for the system options, you have to assign the limits for the in-system options of receivables. Let's go into the Oracle. Go to Home, Setup and Maintenance. Go to Financials, Receivables. First is Manage Receivable Activities. Select Business Unit. Active, you can select here Receipt Write-Off, search. There are two selected or created before. What is the write-off? What is the name, descriptions? What is the business unit? Activity type, receipt write-off. For the miscellaneous cash, we assigned miscellaneous cash. Active and the GL account for this receipt write-off. Tax is none. So this is the receivable activity by receipt write-off. Cancel. Cancel. The approval limit, manage approval limit. Username, I will select my username. Ignore, I will select document type, receipt write-off, search. The username is, there is one document type receipt write-off with minimum approval zeros and 9999. This is the second step for the manage approval limit of the type is receipt write-off. Cancel. The third option for the manage the receivable system options, you have to come here, select your business unit, search. This is our business unit, you have to come here and to cash processing. Here you have to come here to put receipt write-off limit to receipt write-off limit by per receipt from 2. So this is the must or required 3 steps set up to make receipt write-off. Let's come back to the cancel. Done. You can search by any of receipts, customer name. This our customer. Okay, search, select one of these. This 9 I can apply, add open receivables, the same search. I will select, for example, this one, add, done. So here the counted is 9,900, the applied is 9,000. I need to make 900 as a receipt write-off. Again, come back to applications, action, more, and create write-off. What is the amount write-off? You can select full amount or any amount. What's the receivable activities? Whatever you defined receivable activity as a receipt write-off, you can select it here. Okay, save. It will be removed from unapplied and on account. Then you can make post to ledger. Counting, okay. Show more. What is the activity? You will find here the activity is, you apply it and you make the other remaining amount for receipt write-off. So this is how to make receipt write-off. Now we finished class, receipt method, manual, miscellaneous, apply, review. This still apply receipt to receipts as a payment netting. What is standard reversal? What is the debit memo reversal? What is the receipt write-off? How to manage manually remittance batch, automatically remittance batch. Now how to apply cross-currency receipts. Sometimes you make receipts in USD, but you need to apply it to transactions in a different currency, like dirham, Egyptian pound, euro, all of these. So is it possible to apply receipts across currency? Yes. So we'll come back to here. Done. Here I will search by, I already make before one receipt number as USD. The same way you create, but instead of you select the functional currency, you will select a foreign currency. Once you select the foreign currency, you can go to here and select your conversion date, conversion rate. Is it corporate or spot or user, and enter conversion rate. Once you enter, the system will calculate the accounted amount for the functional or your function currency and what is the total in dollar, what is the total in the functional currency. What is the activity here? Still there is an unapplied amount. So I need to apply these receipts, whatever in USD currency, to a transaction in Egyptian pound. Come here, add open receivables, select your customers, but before that you have to include cross-currency transactions. So this is must to make cross-currency applying receipts. then search, because in case if you didn't select this checkbox as a cross-currency transactions, it will not show you any transactions here because the currency of the receipt is USD, and here there is no any transactions in the same currency as USD. So for example, I will select this one, add 900, done. Here the system will ask you what is the cross currency rate. Cross currency rate, this 900 in what? In Egyptian, but here this in dollar. So what is the cross currency for this amount? I think it will be 0.35. Here around 30, or let me put 34. So it means يعني like $30, 30 multiply 30, it's around 900 Egyptians. This is the cross currency rate, and here you will find that applied amount is $30, the unapplied amount is around 9,900, and the exchange gain loss is 18 Egyptian pound. So this is how to make cross currency transactions. So again, you have to select cross currency transactions during make add application or add open receivables. Now, I hope now you got what is the receipt class, what is the receipt method, how to enter manual receipts, how to create miscellaneous receivable activity and create miscellaneous receipts, how to apply standard receipts, how to apply on account also, how to review and update unapplied receipts, how to apply cross-currency receipts, apply receipts to receipts as a payment rating, what is the standard reversal method, what is the debit memo reversal, what is the receipt write-off, how to manage receipt remittance batch either manually or automatically. Thanks for watching. I hope to subscribe my channel, and also I'm ready for any questions. I hope to like and share. Thanks, and sorry for any mistakes during hanging of systems or any of these things. Thanks.